But yeah, if you go to Sonic, the number one thing the only real thing that's worth going to Sonic for was how extensive their drink collection is.
Yeah.
That's the only real thing I think Sonic does well.
Yeah, that's the main reason any of my friends go to Sonic is for the drinks.
I don't like their onion rings because they're too sweet.
Yeah.
I don't like the tots because they are very much just pre-made and frozen and trucked across the country.
Yeah.
Tasting. Same with their fries. The burgers are, I don't know, above average fast food burger, but still nothing worth writing home about.
I know a lot of people who rave about Brahms as well, and I've never been a fan of Brahms food. Brahms ice cream, on the other hand, oh boy.
Brahms is just cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Brahms is just really low price points for the food, so it's decent quality. Don't get me wrong,
Yep.
but it's not great. They do not season their meat very much. At least in all the Brahms I've ever been to, it's just a really bland patty.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh. Well then. This is me. You may be wondering how I got in this position.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. Don't cry.
They captured a TMI field agent, which is funny because of the acronym.
I've never seen that acronym used for.
Tarian Ministry of Intelligence.
Mm-hmm. I've never cared about the Taurian intelligence apparatus until this moment. And I say this as somebody who actually likes the Taurians for all the wrong reasons. But it's just one of those
things. The Taurian intelligence is too much information.
Mm-hmm.
She's Canopian intelligence, is the prisoner.
Oh.
Magistry Intelligence Ministry, okay.
The Canopians try to keep this on the down low. They possibly have one of the best intelligence agencies in known space. For numerous reasons. One of those being, like, Canopus is known for its entertainment industry, aka legalized prostitution. And they're known for traveling circuses. So they send these traveling pleasure circuses out into the universe to make money, but also to gather intelligence. There's another reason that their intelligence agency might be good, but I can't talk about that until we get to the one flashpoint. At this point in history, Liao and Canopus are not exactly friendly, and in fact, not very long after when this is supposed to be taking place, Canopus actually tries to take over House Liao. They try to conquer her. Doesn't work.
We have a second decision to make. So, who do we end up screwing over? I kinda like the idea of giving back to the Canopians.
So do I, honestly. That's...
Because Liao was very much not straight with us.
Which is not a surprise.
No. It's like, and if it was just an ordinary thing, but no, this is a prisoner thing. A military prison we just busted up, basically.
And at the end of the day, I do like Canopus.
Waiting to see how this backfires.
We're about to have, like, everybody on our ass.
Yeah. Hopefully they will... Hopefully they will also be on each other.
Eventually, during the 3060s, Canopus, the Taurians, and House Liao end up as allies. The Taurians proceed to screw themselves over repeatedly out of sheer idiocy, but even into, like, the 3150s, Canopus and Liao are pretty tight, helped by the fact that, Sun Tzu Liao married, Naomi Centrella, and then had a bunch of kids, so, like, the rulers of House Liao and of Canopus are siblings. At that point in history, anyway. Daoxin Liao's batshit insane, but...
Yeah.
His sister is one of the people he actually likes. A little too much. We're not getting into that.
No, I get the inferences there. That's coming across loud and clear.
Okay.
We're hitting House and Fata Morgana territory, and I don't want to go there.
Shit gets weird in the Dark Age. Shit gets really weird. I actually, before my vacation, I read a new Battletech novel set post-Dark Age in the Ill Clan era. It involves the Wolf's Dragoons recovering, and specifically it involves the rebirth of Zeta Battalion. The book was... okay? Like, as far as Battletech novels go, it's definitely not going to be in my top 10, but it was like, yeah, sure, I read that and I didn't hate it.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, good. We're dropping in the middle of a river. Two groups of hostiles should be out there somewhere, and they're just as likely to shoot at each other as shoot at us. And the Magistry may have reinforcements to help us.
Now, granted, at this point, the Magistracy doesn't have great mechs. The bug mechs, Shadowhawks are their bread and butter, the occasional Marauder, but...
So let's see what they drop with us. Okay, let's see. They have a Vindicator,
Okay.
a Javelin,
Okay.
a Hatchet Man,
How the
and a
fuck did they get
Shadowhawk.
that?
Look,
Like, all
I'm not
of those-
questioning it.
All of those are reasonable except the Hatchet Man, unless they committed a fantastic act of theft. Which, given that this is Canopus... okay. They sent one of their hooker spies to a Steiner general and they walked off with a Hatchet Man. I could buy
and
that.
We found a 45-ton mech sitting up there.
On my way.
Thing is, we can't let the Canopians get completely destroyed.
Okay.
At least one of them has to survive. I'm not banking on it being the Javelin.
Yeah, Javelins are kind of fragile.
Hostile drop zone right there. We are about to get enemies on us. You know what?
Engaging jump jets.
I'm going
Man,
to
jump
set up.
jets are super useful in this game.
I am going to set up over here, so I don't have to take on everybody.
Yeah.
That's a Phoenix Hawk. Okay, that's what the 45 is.
Commander.
You know, I don't know if I want the Doom drone to shoot at that. But it looks like you're going to get a shot at it anyway, with some missiles.
Engaging target. Waiting on you, Commander. Here we go!
That was a pretty nice grouping, considering I didn't aim.
Yeah. Yes, shoot at the Phoenix Hawk.
Well, those are our allies, so.
Nice try!
And right now, it's the only thing they have to shoot at.
Standing by.
I'm gonna build up some
I got it.
initiative here.
Now that is something good.
One of my favorite canon characters for a while was a notable Phoenix Hawk pilot, Shin Yodama, who was actually a member of the Yakuza in House Kurita, who ended up becoming a mech warrior as part of Theodore Kurita's initiatives, and wound up becoming BFFs with both Theodore and Hiro Kurita, and was actually in charge of one of the bodyguard units eventually, just by virtue of how much he was willing to sacrifice for House Kurita repeatedly for very little reward. Even once House Kurita started recruiting Yakuza as mech warriors, they still didn't treat them particularly well because, you are not honorable samurai. But Shin Yodama, time and time again, risked his life for Hohiro and for House Kurita in general. And eventually Theodore Kurita's like, you're a general now. Congratulations.
So there's a 30 and a 30 over here on one lance. The other lance is a Firestarter, Locust, Cicada, and Archer.
That archer annoys me.
That Archer's going to take. That Archer might be losing its head in a second.
Okay.
I'm just saying. That's why I haven't. That's why I haven't spent the resolve I've built up yet.
Yeah, that makes
Because
sense.
I didn't know what was coming.
The archer is actually one of the... Canonically, it's one of the most common heavy mechs, which heavy mechs aren't... Heavy mechs don't grow on trees, they're more common than assaults, but like... They... During the era of the Star League, a lot of them got built, and even post-Star League, a lot of them continued to be built. So, like, if you find heavy mechs anywhere, chances are you will find an archer.
I like the Archer.
It is, like, the iconic missile boat mech. There are better missile boat mechs later, especially, but
What's
it's
up, Bob?
very solid at what it does, and in terms of dropping a shitload of missiles on a dude, you could do much worse.
Well, let's see. I don't like that Firestarter being there.
confirmed.
Figured that's what's going to eat up my non-targeted shots.
Waiting for orders.
Now, with a couple of notable exceptions, the unseen mechs are kind of the most common ones, which makes it ironic that the setting was that the writers were leery of using them due to lawsuits, and it's just like,
Delivery.
damn it, all of the ubiquitous mechs we can't use for now.
Yeah.
Critical hit.
Like, the main exceptions to the unseen being common are, like, the Ost mechs, and those were just rare everywhere because all the production facilities were blown up for a long time. And then, the Marauder 2, because that was Wolf's Dragoon specific.
So we've already got the two groups we're here to beat up shooting at each other.
Ready for orders.
One of them just walked up behind the archer and blew off an arm.
Roger that.
Yeah, you've got some cover, don't you? Yeah, you got some cover. This may not do much.
Engaging target.
Did hit the head, but pretty much saved by the trees.
Yeah. It's funny that the Taurians and the Canopians are actually fighting here, because during the Succession War era, like, they made a point of not fighting each other, not because of, like, oh, we're allies or anything, it was just, we don't have much shit left and fighting each other's expensive. None of the planets between our two realms are currently worth the expense of fighting each other.
So that urban mech just walked out and took that Vindicator's leg off.
Yeah, urban mechs under the right circumstances can absolutely give somebody a bad day.
Engaging jump jets. Engaging target. Enemy mech destroyed.
Why do you even use a cicada, man?
Probably because it's cheap and they have a lot of them.
During the Introtech era, the Succession War era, 40 and 45 tons is a bad weight class to be, unless you're like the Vindicator and the Blackjack. And I think the Blackjack's a 50. I've
Yeah, the
rearranged.
Blackjack's a 45.
Okay, yeah. Like there's a couple of 40-ton mechs. There's even a couple that I like,
I
but
hear
most
ya.
of them aren't very good.
Got it.
There's a specific version of the Hermes 2 that I like.
There goes the fire starter.
Stay
Okay.
down.
That Vindicator's not going to last much longer.
How's it going? Move into position.
The only thing I can hit is the archer.
Taking the shot.
To be fair, the archer's a pretty big problem to get rid of.
It's gone.
Okay.
Hope we can salvage
Potato.
Potato. It's still kind of funny. It took us until like 3 videos before the end of the main campaign to come up with the potato joke.
Yeah.
And it's still going to be in more videos than not.
That's a testament to how long this LP is going, which I am fine with. I enjoy this game. I enjoy nerding out about Battletech in general. And, like, the flashpoints are... I know I've said this before, but I frankly like the flashpoints better than the main campaign. Which is not a dig at the main campaign at all. I loved the main campaign.
Enemy mech destroyed.
But this allows me to, like, bring up more shit in the main setting.
Also, the flashpoints give you a lot quicker resolution for storylines and such.
Yep.
There's only 2 mechs left out here.
Good to go.
At the moment, I don't know where the other one is.
Coordinates received. Roger that. Firing on target.
So I would love for there to be a sequel to this game. Or not even a straight up sequel, but I would like it to be set in a different time period. Or failing that, a vastly different location. Fans of Battletech probably
Good to go.
know what I'm getting at.
Well, remember there is that one mod pack.
Yep.
There's a second archer.
The hell there is.
Have some of this.
Archers just seem to have really sturdy heads.
I mean, they're fairly sturdy in general. They have, like, in the tabletop game, they have around 13 tons of armor, which for a 70-ton mech is a little ridiculous. There are assault mechs with less armor than archers. Because they're so ammo-heavy, they're a little bit more fragile than, say, the Grasshopper or the Flashman or Flashbulb mechs, but they still can take a beating.
Acknowledged.
I mean, the archer is the only mech left we have to blow up. And we've got 8 mechs on the field still.
What can I do for you? I read you, Commander. Moving out.
There's some infamous tabletop stories where, like, it's a battle... It's a point-based game. There we go. That'll be more understandable to people. So, like, you're given points to build a force out of, and so someone, like,
Waiting for orders.
makes a mech force out of however many points they have. And then the opposing player is like, I'll take 2,000 Savannah Master tanks. At which point the other player is like, oh, fuck you, I'm out.
Which I told you if I ever played the game, that would be my strategy. All the LRM boats I can carry.
See, like, the Savannah Master tank, it's just like a medium laser on an engine. But it has... it moves ridiculously fast and is very cheap for points. So you can get a shitload of them for a comparable mech. So if, like, the enemy force is mechs, and you do a comparable value of Savannah Masters, you are going to have infinite Savannah Masters, and also you are the worst kind of person.
Like I said, I would stock nothing but LRM boats and keep them as far away from the mechs as possible, and just every turn I'm firing off at one mech.
That is a valid strategy. That's how Merrick kind of does things.
Heat sinks, da 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 da. Nothing amazing in the salvage. Yeah, the UACs just kind of break the game wide open.
Yeah, the ACs in general got a huge buff in this game. Ooh, Kiela's a little bit batshit crazy. Her daughter Emma is great.
Oh, Kiela likes us at the moment, so...
Yeah.
And they still paid us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they might be upset with us.
Yeah.
They'll get over it.
Torians won't, but fuck those guys.
Yeah, well, we're not doing anything for them anymore.
Yeah.
Rare item is our reward. Just a really good LRM-10.
Okay.
Armad in the mess.
Decent
yeah,
AC,
some better, slightly better equipment there, but nothing amazing. I mean, a really good Armad is a good Armad, but I don't use them that much.
Oh no, the Torians don't like us.
Yeah, amazing. Okay. With another flashpoint taken care of, this marks a good stopping spot for the video. So when we return, who knows where we're going? I don't know yet.
Bob Carita.
We don't have a Bob Carita.
I want to, though.
I want to too, but we don't have one. We've got to have one before I can take it. But
Fine.
anyway. Next time, maybe a Bob Carita mission will pop up as we're flying from point A to point B, and we can divert our attention to it. But until then, take care, everyone.
Bye-bye.